Hello my dear friends, do you know the sequence to introduce a new language in the classroom? Well, are you confused which ones to start with? Reading, writing, speaking, listening. So let me help you understand the series. Hi, welcome to the Foundational Literacy series, and this is Dr. Rajni Rao. And I can help you understand the series, the correct sequence in which a new language should be introduced in our classroom. So the first sense that we develop as we come into this world is the listening skill. Do you know that baby in the womb develops the skill of listening while still in mother's womb? So we must always start with activities that can enhance the listening skill, and then comes the speaking skill. So whenever you are starting with a new language, say suppose whether it is English, Tamil, Malayalam, Gujarati or any language, make sure that the child listen to this language more and more through activities, and then help him to speak word by word by word. And only after we achieve the listening and the speaking skill, it's time for us to introduce the next third skill, that is reading skill. And last comes the fourth skill, that is writing skill. And you know, many a time what happens, we actually put this order and sequence upside down and start with teaching writing, which we must never do in the classrooms. So today we understood the sequence of the new language learning skills, and it is listening, speaking, reading and writing. And now let me give you 5 games that can enhance the listening skill in our young ones. So when I say games, first game what we can play is listen and recall. So what is this game? So you can just give them a context. For example, so today let's go to park. So this is the topic, and you can talk a few sentences about this. Like, you know, today evening we are going to the park, and you know, while we go to the park, we'll carry some fruits to eat, and let's not forget to wear white dress when we go to park, and let's see some beautiful flowers in the park. So like this you can develop 4-5 sentences, and after that ask children, now come on, tell me which color dress did I ask you to wear. If the child has listened carefully, then definitely the child is going to guess the answer, and that was white. Number 2, so what are we seeing in the park? Yeah, if you remember, many colorful flowers. What are we carrying to the park? Some cut fruits. So like this, every day when you start doing this activity, the child will benefit with the enhancement of listening skills. So this was your first game, and game number 2 is whisper in ears. So what we can do, we can make children sit in the circle, and depending upon the age, well, you can do this activities right from playgroup level, that is 2 years level. And if you're doing it for the playgroup, then words, simple words are enough. And if you're doing this for nursery and above, simple sentences can be whispered in the ears. For example, if it is for a playgroup child, you can whisper 2 fruits name, apple, banana. So we whisper in the child's ear, and the child will whisper the same in the ears of the next child. So like this, each and everybody will whisper in the ears, and you can do it in the mother tongue as well. First, the skill has to improve, not the language. So see to that you do it in your mother tongue as well. The child should be able to clearly pronounce those simple words that you choose. So you will whisper apple, banana. So like this, the child should whisper in each ears, and finally the child sitting in the other end of the tail will tell apple and banana, and everybody will clap. Now this activity also enhances the listening skill in the child. Number 3 is story sequence. You can narrate simple story, any simple story, and here I have the flashcard, so you can use all these tools. So this story is the story of greedy dogs. So you can explain, once a dog had a bone, you know the story. He looked into the water, then he started barking and the bone fell and the dog was very, very sad. So like this, through flashcards you can narrate a story, and after that you can give these cards for children to arrange in sequence. Which is the first thing? What happened to the dog first? What happened next? And what happened third? And what happened fourth? So like this you can give some story cards and ask them to put it in the sequence, and this shows how well the child has heard the story. And number 4th is follow the clue. So this is also an amazing game. For example, now let me take this animal. I have this card ready. So you and me know which animal is this, and now we will not show this to the child, and we say, you know, I have an animal here and I'll give you 3 clues. Okay, in that 3 clues you must guess which animal is this. The clue number 1 is, this animal is a very friendly animal. So children think, which is that animal? Number 2, this is the animal which we can see in our households, around our homes. So we can give the second clue as well. And now children are still guessing. And now the third clue, you can just say, this animal loves bone. Maybe 1 or 2 children can guess the answer. And now even if you think children are not guessing, keep on giving clues. And finally you can give the easiest clue, which is, now this animal makes the sound bow wow. And I'm sure each and every child will guess the correct answer. So this is how we can do the activity to enhance the listening skill. And finally the 5th game, which is quiz. And what type of quiz is this? A simple quiz that we can play. I ask children, do you see a clock in this classroom? Let kids look around and say yes or no. See, they are not even trying to speak here. We are encouraging children to listen well. And now you can ask, in the class, who is wearing the red dress today? So children will look around and just point it. Okay, and quiz question number 3. Who has a blue bag? So children will look around, anybody carrying the blue bag will show theirs. So like this you can ask simple relevant questions where children will now start developing the listening skills. So follow us to know more about foundational literacy. Hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, bye bye.